Okay, so that's the formal part of this over. I want to tell you a bit of a story, because there's something that's really important to all of us, and that is, at the end of this competition, we're all here, and we will all go home. And this is really, really important. And I have a message, but to give you the message, I have to give you some background. There's a history to this, so please be patient. I shall try to fill in the blanks to make sure that you understand the message. I started gliding when I was 16, when I was at school, 1964. And by the time I was 23 years old, I was already CFI of a club, and I became professional glider pilot. I've earned my living as a glider pilot since I was 23 years old. It's a long time now. And even in those early years, when I was flying in clubs in UK, there were 3 people who were killed in flying who were friends of mine, way back in wooden gliders. And it made me think quite a lot about it. And I thought, that's not so good. Over the next few years, I started flying competitions, world championships, and we started the European Soaring Club, and we were flying a lot. And slowly, I got the feeling that something was happening, something was wrong. And at one time, almost every year, somebody was being killed. There were some good friends, Rex Pilcher, Chateauroux, World Championships, Helmut Reitman, Helmut and Annetta became good friends of ours. And Thilo's dad was a great shock to all of us. And what was puzzling about this is these are good guys. These are really good pilots. These are guys who are better than me. And I think to myself, well, hang on a minute. If these guys can get killed, if what's happening out there is so dangerous, what am I going to do about this? Where do I fit into this? How am I going to survive? A few years later, when I started going to IGC meetings, I had a conversation with Bruno Gantenbrink. And we were chatting about this, and we were chatting about things like tasks and stuff. And he said the year before, he had made a list of all the people who he knew and were acquaintances who'd been killed in gliding or in flying, but particularly in gliding. And it shocked him when he did this. So I thought, I'll try that. And when I got to 26, I thought, Christ, this is really dangerous. This is really, really dangerous. What's happening here? I can't think of any other sport in which so many people could be killed. It's offshore sailing, skiing, maybe mountain climbing on a percentage basis. So we are in a situation where this is happening, and it's still happening. But what surprises me, and what I don't understand, is it's not a dangerous sport. There's nothing dangerous about what we do. The gliders don't break up. They're really strong. When you fly them, they do the right thing. There's nothing dangerous about what we do. So why do we have so many accidents? Why do so many people get killed? And you come to the conclusion that maybe there isn't any real danger in the sport, providing that we keep our distance from that danger, providing that we maintain a margin between where we feel safe and where we are safe, and where we're not safe. And you think back and you think, well, what was Klaus doing? What was Helmut doing? In Helmut's case, it probably wasn't his fault. And what were all these other guys doing? And you think, what do I do? Do I maintain that margin? Can I be sure that I stay on the safe side of the line and that I don't go on to the other side of that line? Because it is inherently a safe sport, but we keep drifting across the line into the area where it becomes not so safe. When you're flying a little bit too slow on the mountain and it's turbulent, this time when you put the stick forward, it doesn't accelerate. Now it's not safe. Now you're not in control. So you think about this. I need to find a way. I need to have a strategy to maintain control. I need to be in control of the situation. When I'm thermaling with other gliders, I need to know what my margin is. And I can tell you, not many people enjoy thermaling with me because I tend to fly too close, because that's maybe my margin. And over those years, I pretty much came to the conclusion that the only way I can do this is to make sure that every single day that I fly is I say that this will not be the day. Today is not the day when I erode that margin. Today is not the day when I get to the point where I'm at risk and I'm at danger. Today is not that day that I'm going to die in my glider. And I say that to myself every single time I take off. Two-seater, single-seater, competition, not competition. I remind myself that there's a margin here. I want to stay on the safe side. And I try to maintain that all the time. And I don't know how you do it. You're all very good pilots, you're all experienced pilots. We got a real shock in New Zealand with Herbert. Herbert's death in the Grand Prix final in New Zealand was a shock to me. It's the first time in any competition I'd run we'd ever had a serious accident. And it's really shocking when it happens and you're the guy in the seat. Thomas, well, it blew us out of the water. With Thomas, it was a very difficult thing to cope with. We're still only just getting over Thomas's death in the last Grand Prix. I can't do that again. Yeah, I can't do that again. And it's you guys who can help out. Only you guys can fly with that margin. It's your decision, not mine. So you have to maintain the margin. And there's nothing in this competition that's more valuable than you and your life and your family. Nothing in this competition is more valuable. So any time when you find that you're flying near the edge, you come back. You don't go over that edge. You don't erode that margin. And you make your own strategy. You decide for yourself how you do this. I always say to myself, today I'm going to be careful. Today I'm not going to go over the margin. It doesn't mean to say I'm not going to have fun. It doesn't mean to say I'm not going to be competitive. But every time I see the opportunity to erode the margin, the opportunity to take a little risk, I pull back. And you have to do that if you're going to survive. So take the message. Take it with you every day. Find your own strategy. Think about it yourself. Think about the fact that this is not a dangerous sport. It's only the pilots that make it dangerous. And you have control over that. Nobody else. Nobody else can do this, only you. So, sorry about to be so somber, but it's really important. We can't live through another last day of Viticura. So, have a nice flight today, guys. And don't forget, today, it's not the day. Today you're going to have fun. And we're going to have a great race. So let's see you on the field. Thanks.